From here on, I want you to open yourself to receiving.
Say, wait, I don't deserve it yet. Okay, I need to work hard for that.
You get rid of the clutter in your home, in your life.
When we receive our experiences and how we can train it better and help us have better results in life.
Know that every cell in your body eavesdrops on your thoughts. What does that mean?
Instead of being afraid, instead of like turning it away, welcome it, because it's just like any other emotion.
You are powerful because of who you are and what you are, not because of who you are not.
You know how important you are. You know how important your life is.
Knowing that we are light.
You have a unique human design blueprint. You do. And it shows you your important role in the universe, what your soul purpose is, basically by showing you who you're not.
There's still one thing in our lives that we can control.
Simply make the intention. Connect your issues.
Faith is not believing that God can. It is knowing that God will. So my fear has also been replaced by expectant faith.
And then life will be better.
As it has done for the past 16 years, the 2022 Build It Your Power Planner continued to empower Filipinos to create lives they love and claim all the good this world has to offer. Available in 4 designs that suit your personality and style, the inside pages is made of Forest Stewardship Council's certified paper. It houses 12 special pages designed to help you live a fulfilling and meaningful life, 13 monthly calendars with journal prompts and reminders to help prioritize and plan, vertical weekly layouts to keep track of schedules, jot down notes, and organize daily tasks or appointments. And it also has a Perks of Abella booklet that houses lifestyle coupons for over 40 brands. When you scan the QR code, you get access to 12 safe spaces through virtual reality videos all over the Philippines. It's a wonderful respite from your inner chaos. And great with our VBM Spark IM virtual cardboard goggles. Get to meet certified, world-renowned, licensed professional trainers. 2022 is the year that you become.
Hi guys, how is your Kwenza app coaching experience so far? Just in case you're already done watching the coaching video by Coach Ren and also watching the replay of the FB Live series last Wednesday, you are set to do Brain Strong for Joy primer worksheet. So you're gonna find it along with your pathways. You will be sent an email to remind you to answer it, so you can do it in the app, right in the app. But if you still want to do this in your journal, you're a pen and paper kind of person, you can simply generate PDF, download that, and voila, you have a PDF file of the worksheet from Kwenza, and you can print it and put it in your journal or your BDJ Power Planner, and there you have it. So much to do inside the Kwenza app, and we look forward to seeing you there. Don't forget to scan your QR codes in your BDJ Power Planner to get access to all of these freebies and more. Who am I? Sino nga ba ako? It's easy to get stuck in uncertainty and fear. It's been so hard for everyone this year. The present-day realities have made us believe that the future holds nothing to look forward to. Now more than ever is the time to acknowledge our multifaceted strengths. When we boldly answer, I am, to the question, who am I? We're calling out to an explosion of beautiful affirmations about ourselves that we need to be reminded of, so we can move forward with our inner compass directing us towards our ultimate goal. Joy. The BDJ 2022 Power Planner is an invitation to show up and trust in the soulful alignment of yourself and of your dreams. BDJ will be here with you as you intuitively recognize and continue growing your greatness.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. It's the first Wednesday of the month. So happy April, and officially It's our second quarter already. Diba? Parang ang bilis, past 3 months. And we're here live in the Bella Tribe. You got this PH Coaching with Power, Journaling with Intention Facebook group, BDJ Studio, and Crazy About Paper, and BDJ Power. Beldager Power Planner pages. So we are live and all over our social media pages, and we hope to be able to catch you guys and interact. Please do interact with us throughout this session tonight. Since it's the first Wednesday of the month, we welcome you with new coaching experiences because this year, this 2022, we have introduced the Pathway to Power coaching. I am yung coaching series natin, yung I am FB Live series. So your BDJ Power Planner pages are definitely more than just a planner and definitely more than just the empty pages that you see, because aside from all the content that you see there, diba, we have a lot of special pages. We have like yung for our monthly, we also have like our different quotes, different templates that we have in the BDJ pages. We also have the QR code wherein we let you guys experience coaching every month with a new coach every month. And this is because in Viviamo, our company, sorry, my kids are here. So in Viviamo, which is we live in Italian, is that we provide you the tools to help people find what they need. So we do this through clarity, yung mindful habits natin, courage in our planning for our goals, self-love through journaling, and opening up to receiving abundance. And last but not the least is really the coaching. Kasi we are believers here in Viviamo na the faster way for us to be able to reach our goals is kailangan talaga natin ng support system. And this is what we mean to why we have designed this whole experience for you guys, not just from the planners, not just in the communities, but also in this platform wherein we're able to bring you different sets of coaches every month. So we really want to empower you to do all that and more. And this is why our planners include the Pathway to Power program. So we want to help you from feeling disempowered to be dream powered. So, now, sana naabutan nyo naman, sana na-scan nyo na rin yung yung QR codes natin for each month. So, for each month, meron talaga tayong access for one coach, one featured coach in a month. And we also have a downloadable. The downloadable is within the topic of our coach. So, prepare yan, guys. As in last year pa. Pinaghirapan siya ng coaches natin and ng team natin. So, I hope you guys take the time and see what they have in store for you guys. Aside from this, baka hindi niyo pa alam, what we also have in our safe space meditation videos, kasi the BDJ, diba? Parang part of it, we have the journaling, which you can journal in the different pages. The planning, which I recommend, diba? You do it in the monthly pages. Then you also have the coaching, yung ginagawa natin. And then meron din tayo actually meditation videos. Paano mo makikita yung meditation videos? Nandoon din siya sa QR code. Because what we featured for this year, 2022, are different places all over the country. So that you can, when you want to meditate, you want to practice your mindfulness habit, you can do it using your VR. Yung natin, here, meron ako, yung VR natin. And you can put your phone in and you can scan the code and you can travel anywhere in the Philippines. It comes with the parang meditation prompts and sounds if you want to check it out. And again, the downloadables are there, accessible. But ito, if hindi pa kayo bumibili nito, you guys can check it out in our website at crazyaboutpaper.com. So again, you receive, sabi dito ni Facebook user, sorry, please give permission to give permission to our StreamYard so that you can so we can call your name para we can acknowledge you. Hello, Apple. Yes, try the meditation. The QR code is in the monthly spread of the BDJ planner. Saan ba yung planner ko? Ayun, nandito, sa likod. So, if you check your planner, ayan. Wait lang, wala masyadong sulat. Ayan, sa June. Para, there you go, here. That is the QR code. So you can scan the QR code. It will lead you to a special page in our website. So you can check out and get the link and just fill in the form so that you'll get access to our coaching, meditation videos, and downloadables. Diba? Sulit na. So definitely we included the coaching in this year's planner because we believe coaching is really one of the tools that we need to be able to transform. Hindi talaga natin kaya na tayo lang mag-isa. It takes us longer. Kasi the coach can help us, parang they reflect back with where we are. So, very purposeful talaga siya because we hope to help you guys this 2022 to find purpose, clarity, and of course, encouragement. So, speaking of clarity, so, ang dami ng mga nagko-comments dito. Sabi ni Apple, meron daw siyang 4 BDJ planners. Yay! Thank you for the support. Sabi ni Iris, good evening to everyone. Tapos sabi ni Chico, VR guys, leveled up meditation. So, ayan. So, try na natin kung let's check it out. If you guys need help, please do feel free to message us in Bell de Jour Power Planner Facebook page. We do have a ticketing system in our Facebook pages. So any of your customer service concerns, we can address it there. So kung gulong-gulong pa kayo sa mga nangyayari ngayon, ano ba nangyayari ngayon? Pa-end na ng pandemic, 'di ba? Nag-o-open up na. I think this April, there was a call already to have people go back to work, especially sa PEZA zones. So hopefully, whichever situation that you're experiencing, may gas hike, may war in Ukraine, it's election season, sobrang ingay sa social media, ang daming clutter, ang daming noise, diba? So I hope tonight we'll get a bit more clarity, and our coach for tonight will be able to help us declutter. And it's not just in our minds, but also in our space. So we're very excited for that. So, ayan, ang dami ko nang sinabi. So in terms of sign up, for those who are watching us and have not checked their emails, especially those who have signed up with our coaching program, that is for free, that you can get in the BDJ Planner. We are actually moving platforms from Quenza into a new coaching app. We are transitioning because hindi kinaya yung mga engagement ng Bellas natin sa Quenza app. So, medyo we needed something with, I guess, higher capacity. So game tayo dyan. We didn't want to shortchange any of our Bellas. So, please do watch out for our emails so that you can get the reminders and instructions how to migrate to the new platform. And definitely all the freebies, in case hindi nyo ma-access, you can message us so we can assist you there. So all the April freebies, if you've scanned the QR code, meaning nag-register ka na ng January, February, or March, you should automatically get it. If you have not received it, please message us in the Bell de Jour Power Planner Facebook page so we can address it to our ticketing system. So guys, ayan, balik na tayo sa topic. So kung feeling your life is a mess, 'di ba? Alam naman natin, ano ba yung normally, 'di ba, during summer, maybe because it's summer break usually. So during this time, April, May, naglilinis tayo ng mga bahay natin. So in the US, it's called spring cleaning kasi it's the season of spring and nililinis talaga yung buong bahay. So Sino dito yung naglilinis ng bahay around April and May? So normally, that's really that's what's being done. Pero sa atin, 'di ba? Parang yun nga, medyo nangyayari siya sa summer kasi I think sumasakto siya sa summer vacation natin siguro, or I don't know, baka sa family lang namin kasi doon kami pinapalinis ng bahay ng mommy namin. So to spring clean means to clean up dirt from your ceiling all the way to the floor. It's a broad definition of wiping and dusting every surface and furnishing unit, decluttering and throwing away what you don't need. Kaya 'di ba usually pag summer or around this time, April, May, ang daming um parang garage sale na nangyayari. Kasi during that time, ganun din yung parang I guess yung after naglinis, I guess it's time also to sell. So spring is really, if you go to the spring season, it's also about new life and new beginnings. Kasi after winter, sa spring, patubo na naman yung mga plants. So our team in the BDJ Power Planner is that I am clear because we want you in this new season to clear the path forward and then ready na tayo so for our goals. And definitely, I don't know about you guys, but madalas na sinasabi sa amin, pag malinis yung space mo, mas okay yung flow ng energy. Pag mas okay yung flow ng energy, mas may abundance. Hindi ba gusto natin yon? Gusto natin ng abundance. So gusto natin ng surroundings na open and clear in the direction that we want, which is definitely prosperity in all aspects of our lives. So tonight's Pathway to Power, IMFB live series guest is our tidying coach and certified KonMari consultant from the Philippines. She's a good friend, like way back in high school, we're friends. And in early 2018, Renilyn, Coach Ren, decided to use the KonMari method in her own home. After fixing her place using the method, she experienced improvements, not only in the physical state of their house, but also in her personal and professional relationships. Diba naglinis ka lang ng bahay tapos may effect ba sa relationship? In April 2018, she also went in the KonMari Consultant certification with Marie Kondo herself in New York. So pre-pandemic pa to guys, kaya okay pa yung travel. She became a KonMari consultant, a certified KonMari consultant in 2019, and she happily supports clients in their tidying journeys and also gives tidying talks and workshops to various organizations, SMEs, and corporations. So without further ado, let us bring back one of our most inspiring women who have graced our past events, certified KonMari consultant, Renilyn Tan Castillejos. Hello, Renilyn.
Good evening, Dar. Napaka-spark joy naman yung introduction. Good evening to all our Bellas who are here. Thank you for joining us as we spark more joy in their lives. Di ba, Dar?
Yes, correct. Kasi I think the one of the biggest lessons or takeaway I have with KonMari na dapat talaga spark joy. I really love that. Ren, kamusta naman? How has the first quarter been for you this 2022?
In first quarter, January, February, March, para siyang fast forward mode. I don't know na 90 days na pala yung nakaraan. We're now in April and I'm just very grateful that the year 2022 has been very good to me. And happy ako kasi marami akong naging students in tidying. And a lot of people really want to, I think, have a happier home, happier life. And tidying up is really one very concrete way to do that. Nakikita ko nga yung mga comments natin sa Facebook. It's really about being able to have a clearer mind. And sabi nung isa, kailangan na daw niyang linisin ang lahat sa buhay niya. So you're in the right FB live. So yun, it has been very kind to me. And I wish to share that good vibes and kindness to all of our Bellas as well.
Nice. So, Ren, in the past, last time we talked was in the Sweet 16 anniversary last November. So, and maybe you shared with us your story with KonMari. Maybe you can share with our new watchers or new viewers tonight para to catch
Oo.
them up with parang your origin story with KonMari?
Of course. So to all of you who are not aware yet, siguro inisip nyo, oh, si Coach Ren, she's a tidying coach. Baka bata pa lang siya, walang laman yung bahay niya. But you see, the reason why I think I understand a lot of the challenges of people when it comes to tidying up is bata pa lang ako, sobrang dami ko ng gamit. And I associated a lot of things with my family's love. Kunyari, may binigay sila sa akin, hirap na hirap talaga akong mag-let go. Pero, syempre, as I was growing up, di naman lumalaki yung bahay namin according to the number of items that I bring in or people give to me. So,
Correct.
when I got married, that was the time when I had a lot of adjustments because we moved into a smaller space and my husband just really wanted to have all of the standard things. Pero ako, nasanay nga ako na, sa bahay kailangan may extra of everything. And then it didn't help na nung pandemic, you always wanted to stock on so many things. And so yun, in that time frame, when I was doing the KonMari in my own home, I realized that I had a lot of things at home that wasn't part of who I was anymore. Kumbaga, I had a lot of things from elementary, from high school, even from when I was working already. And I thought that it was just occupying physical space in my home. And sabi ko, okay pa naman, may nalalakaran pa kami. But what I didn't realize was it was already affecting how I was seeing myself, how I was relating with my husband. Kasi syempre, nagkakaroon na kami ng arguments when it comes to why do we have so much stuff? And then, that's when KonMari helped me. I realized that I just wanted to turn around our situation. So, I followed it. I followed it to the letter. And kaya siya tinatawag na life-changing of so many people. It's because when you move the things from your home, when you put it in a different space, and when you discard the things that don't spark joy anymore, magugulat kayo because you'll really experience a different side of you. Maybe you'll even see a different path for you that's clear. So, yun yung gusto ko ring ma-experience nung a lot of our Bellas who maybe are having a lot of things in their minds right now. Maybe some are overwhelmed. Or for others, if you just want to have a new start, we're in the second quarter of the year, so it's still a lot of many more months of being able to plan and to see the future. So yun lang yung story ko. And that's why, to me, I'm very passionate in sharing how tidying can be very fruitful for anyone. Because I experienced the changes personally. And yun yung advocacy ko talaga ngayon.
Ganda. Ako, sobrang agree ako dyan kasi I think as I shared with you, parang growing up talaga, my parents are really, para silang, hoarders. So, sa akin naman, nagkaroon ako ng reverse reaction. But I wouldn't say that I'm, sobrang linis in terms of parang nasa sort ko. But slightly better than my parents. But definitely, there's still a lot of room for improvement for myself. Kaya I'm so excited to learn from you, Ren, as always tonight. So, you mentioned that you had this like parang epiphany when you just got married, diba? Parang moving into a new place with your husband. Would you say na parang the KonMari method is just for like major changes on your life, or would you recommend it like anytime? Is there like a good time to do this?
The KonMari method is really good for anyone, but anyone who wants to give time to the process. Because admittedly, kailangan mo ng commitment. You need to allot, hindi naman kailangan marami, pero you need to allot X number of hours consistently for X number of weeks or months para matapos mo yung bahay mo. Kasi syempre, different people have different home sizes. And I always tell my clients and my students, it's actually not the size of the home that matters, but rather being able to commit to the schedule that you decided for yourself. Kasi minsan, kunyari, may mag-iimbita sa inyo, Dar, pwede pa tayo lumabas? And then you look at your Belvedere planner and you see tidying time. And then you tell them, okay, free ako. But really, if you look at your tidying time, you should look at it as a very important commitment to yourself. So,
Correct,
kung
correct.
nag-invite sa inyo, sabi nyo, ay, sorry, I have to do something important. Para tuloy-tuloy kayo. Because the only way for you to experience the joy of tidying up and the benefits of it is when you actually do it. A lot of people, they read the books. A lot of people, they listen to coaches or to other methods. But if you don't go into your home, you don't open your closets, you don't actually ask yourself yes or no, ano lang siya, it won't create the impact that you want. So that's why we're here together. That's why I'm here to coach you. Hopefully that you'll get the courage to finally start letting go of the things that don't work out. Kasi naniniwala ko, Dar, mahirap talaga siya. Especially if you've been so used to your space, if you've been so used to the status quo. Kasi kaya mo naman talagang mag-exist with clutter. But the thing to ask yourself is that the best life that you want to experience for yourself? I think for a lot of our Bellas, they really want to feel that clarity and peace, di ba?
Yes, sobrang ganda. Actually, nakakatawa na, 'di ba, nag-timing tayo in our conversation or maybe because I know mag-uusap tayo and I know April is like, ito yung team natin sa BDJ. So, as in, may usapan na kaming mag-asawa talaga na every Saturday morning is tidying time. So, starting talaga this weekend, it's something that we are committing to. Exactly what you said, Coach. Oo, Coach Ren, exactly what you said na it needs to be a commitment. So meaning consistent namin siyang gagawin. Kasi otherwise, 'di ba, if gagawin mo lang siya for a certain time, baka parang after 1-2 weeks, if one time lang siya, baka maputol din siya kaagad. I mean, ma-disrupt rin, parang babalik din yung clutter. So
And
kaya
then,
the consistency. And tama yung sinabi mo, hindi mo maramdaman yung benefit kasi kaka-start mo lang tapos biglang nag-stop ka na. 'Di ba?
Oo. Pwedeng sabihin mo na, ay, marami pa akong gagawin. Ay, mas may importante pa akong priorities or ay, nakakapagod, next time na lang. Pero yun yung mga thoughts that you have to be very mindful of. Kasi mga challenges lang yan. Pero pag nalagpasan mo siya, makikita mo, wow, kaya naman pala, madali lang naman pala. Most often, the hardest is starting, but once you're already there, tuloy-tuloy. So I hope that the others are also excited.
Ako, super excited. So, just to excite our audience a bit more, can you share with us like the various benefits that you've experienced or parang you've observed with your clients also when doing the KonMari method?
Two things yung na-observe ko sa kanila. Yung very, very instant change that they really have is they get to appreciate their home better. They get to see that, uy, namin ko palang space. Because most of the time, if you're really used to moving around according to the available floor space, available area, isipin mo na ang late-late ng bahay ko. Pero once you start telling yourself, okay, I'll do this, and then nakikita ko sa clients ko, kapag okay na siya, okay na sila pagdating sa, kunyari, category 1, category 2, patapos na sila, they really are able to move around, and more importantly, they find the people that second thing, so that's to enjoy the space.
Hello? So, I'm not so sure kung ako yung nawawala or si Coach Ren. So, sabi niya kanina, in terms of
powerful when it comes to tidying up.
Sorry, Coach Ren, ako ba yung nawawala or ikaw?
Hindi ko alam pero nakikita tayo, bumabalik tayo. Ayan.
Okay,
hello.
Okay. Ayan.
So just to repeat what I shared, people, number one, will be able to experience the benefits of more space at home. But other than that, the second benefit that they can have is they'll be able to dream more. Kasi yung na-experience ko is when you remove the items, the physical items that don't work for you anymore, you're able to give space for more beautiful experiences to enter your life. And yun
Yes.
talaga, yun yung benefits na I'm hoping that the Bellas will be able to experience.
Ako, sobra akong believer dyan talaga in terms of the dreaming more and having more space. Actually, yung isang short comment ko nga doon, I mean, di ba nagbigla tayo nag-work from home galing from because of the pandemic. So one of our team members, you remember mo si Belle? Parang
Yes,
she was
yes.
sharing na one of the reasons na napastop siya or parang nahirapan siya mag-plan kasi sa bahay parang wala siyang yung table niya, there's not enough space for a planner for her to write things down. So parang na-realize ko no, parang minsan kung even that small thing na may impact pala yon. Kasi kahit
Yes.
ako yung una parang oo nga no, bakit hindi na ako nagsusulat ng madalas? Or bakit hindi ko na pala to nagagawa? Tapos kaya pala kasi there's no space.
Yes,
So
yes.
parang that space, we underestimated na kailangan pala natin lagyan ng space yung certain habits in our life, certain, like, as you mentioned, the dreaming, di ba, na meron siyang physical component na space, meron siyang mental component
Yes.
na space, and of course, heart, di ba, na space din. So, it's very interesting how that physical actually would reflect back also with your mental. Ang galing, no?
I love it. I love it na that's also what you're getting from what we're sharing. And sana yung mga Bellas ganun din.
Yes, and guys, at any point in time, if you guys have question for Coach Ren, please just write it down in our chat box so that we can try to answer it at the end of our parang our program.
Yes,
So you
yes.
also mentioned, 'di ba? Kanina na mention mo din na one of the benefit for you was really it helped your relationship with your husband. That parang so was it a group effort or partner effort from you
No,
and ikaw?
it was just me. Kasi nga
Okay.
siya, konti lang naman yung
Malinis na
gamit.
siya. Oh, I mean,
Oo, super tidy na
minimalist
siya.
na siya. Okay, super tidy na siya. Okay.
So yun. So for me, the greatest thing in terms of what I experienced is I was able to yung unang force talaga eh. I would use the word force at the beginning. Kasi I just wanted us to have lesser arguments when it comes to our space. Pero after nung na-experience ko yung KonMari tidying up, I realized that maybe the reason why it took me such a long time to start tidying up the things that weren't part of who I was anymore at that time is because the tidying process of KonMari is very, very reflective. And for some people, the reason that ayaw nilang magsimula is maybe they're scared of finding what they don't want to see anymore, what they are scared of about themselves. Kasi yung na-discover ko, ang dami palang bagay na hindi na ako yun eh. Hindi ko na gusto yung gamit, hindi ko na rin siya gagamitin. And so, that's why I always say that the KonMari method is very, very reflective. It's very personal. Parang nagsusulat ka sa planner mo or sa journal.
Correct.
But
Actually, yung
here,
isang tatanungin ko nga sa audience natin, sino ba nagtatago ng mga letters ng mga ex nila? Dapat tinatapon nila.
baka
Yung mga may gift. Well, especially if you are in a new relationship. But maybe, ayun, jokes aside, like parang, I guess yun, no, tama, na parang, I super resonate with you, Coach Ren, kasi I think that's also the challenge of my husband and na kumari yung mga pictures, 'di ba? Yung mga may sentimental value, parang hindi natin exactly sure kung pag itinapon natin 'yon, tinatapon na rin ba natin yung relationship? Ibig sabihin ba pag tinapon ko yung gift ng person na to, hindi ko na siya mahal or something, 'di ba? So, may ganong equation, no, minsan nangyayari.
On your question on your thoughts on sentimental items, for tidying up, hindi naman natin goal is tanggalin lahat ng sentimental. Minsan kasi, yung sentimental,
may
kaya
nag-aray
hindi natin siya na-enjoy is because it's kept so well in our closets, in our drawers, hindi natin na siya nakikita. And so I always encourage my clients and my students to display their sentimental items. Ngayon, you will find sentimental items that perhaps you won't use anymore or you don't get to appreciate anymore. So yun yung mga bagay na when you have to let go, come from a place of gratitude. You always have to say thank you. And pag nandun ka na sa part na yon, pag may konting guilt, I hope you try to remove that from the equation. Because when you're tidying up, you really just are helping yourself to be happier, to be better. So kapag merong guilt na pumapasok dyan, try your best to remove it. And one way to do that is being able to say thank you to the item or items that made you happy once upon a time.
Yes, yes. Sobrang ganda nun. I also love that parang kuwari sometimes when it's items also that you can use, when you give it away, your mindset is parang it can be of better use sa ibang
Yes.
tao na makaka-receive kaysa nakatambak lang siya sa cabinet natin. So,
Yes.
ayun. Meron tayong magandang question here. Sorry, Facebook user, hindi kita ma-acknowledge. How do we explain it to our loved one? So, siguro nagkaka-challenge si Facebook user na she wants to do the KonMari method but maybe hindi siya necessarily supported by her family.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for that question. I don't know if this is good news or not so good news. Process. You can only do it to your own things unless the people around you or the family members you want to help give you permission. So usually, kapag combined space, shared space, ang lagi kong suggestion or recommendation is just start with your own space first. And for a lot of people, especially pag mga kasama mo sa bahay, sometimes they'll think that you are telling them that, wait, you have something wrong about yourself. There's something wrong with your space. But if you always start from your own space and then makita nila na, okay si Dara, parang lumuwag yung room niya. Maybe I can try it for myself. Pag hindi naman, just wait for them to ask you ganyan. And if the concern is all about the shared spaces, maybe what you can do is create some rules for the shared space. And tell yourself na, okay, dito natin lalagay yung mga gamit natin, dito yung pagkain natin. But if it's going to be in terms of the space of other people, space niya talaga yun eh. Hindi natin siya magugulo doon or kumbaga, we have to respect that space. Yeah. But again, if it's a shared space, pwede kayo doon maglagay ng rules or boundaries.
Correct. Gusto ko yon. Kaso lang medyo napunganahan natin ito. Like, how do we start? Meron dito na parang, if we were to start cleaning our space or our home, where should we begin? And why? Siguro yun yung steps natin.
Okay, so the first place that you begin is in your closet area. That's where you find the clothes category, and that's also for us as KonMari consultants, we say that that's the easiest category to tackle. Siguro yung iba sabihin nila, Coach Ren, paano naging easy yun? Ang dami kong damit. But you see, with clothes, even if you have many pieces, it's basically more or less the same different types of items, and you just change the designs, the colors, the fashion trends. And so, kapag nasimulan mo yung damit, maybe you're having a hard time, you can ask yourself, alin ba yung top 3 favorite pieces of clothing ko? Pag napili mo yung top 3, you will realize that that's going to be your standard and say na, ito pala yung gusto ko ngayon. Ito yung style ko ngayon. And then the other items becomes easier for you to take care of or to discard, kumbaga. So you start with a closet, and then you go to the next category, which are your books, papers, and then miscellaneous, and last nyo na yung sentimental items. Kasi Dar, can you imagine pag nagsimula ka sa sentimental, baka wala ka nang matanggal.
Wala akong magawa. But I agree. Parang feeling ko nga yung damit, yung parang one of the easier things to do.
Yes.
And parang at least kasi yon, 'di ba? Pwede mo ring pamigay, so you don't feel like you're really like throwing it away. And I know during this pandemic, or I mean in the past 2 years, yung ibang tao nagbebenta sa shops.
Oo. I love that. I love that you mentioned that because I'm very, very I always remind my students to discard responsibly. Kasi hindi naman ibig sabihin pag sabi natin discard, goodbye, throw away. You always want to ask, what's my effect to the environment when I discard? So, as you said, you can sell it, you can donate it to charity, or you can even give it away. Pero para hindi siya masayang, give it away to someone who really wants the item. Kasi minsan,
Correct,
pinipilit natin
correct.
yung ibang gamit
I agree
natin
completely.
to our family members. So, because ayaw nilang ma-hurt ka, tatago nila, but they will have no intention of using it. So, yun.
Actually, yung sa akin nga, yung ginagawa ko, na parang pag coming siya from family members, pinapaalam
Oo.
ko na I'll be
Nice. Very
giving this
good.
away kasi hindi ko naman siya masyado nagagamit na siya. So, but I want to donate it so for people. And yun
Mhm.
nga, parang thank you also for the thought. And of course, I appreciate it. It's just, pero hindi ko naman binabamigay ka agad, guys. Hindi yung pagbigay. I'll give this away. Parang inano ko naman, mga 1 year, ganon.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
after some time of using it also, kasi, one of the things, gusto ko lang pala i-share, since you mentioned that the number Ren, the parallelism that sa planner. Kasi sometimes, di
Mhm.
ba, feeling natin yung closet, unlimited space. Kaya tambak siya ng tambak. Tapos parang yung lahat ng butas dyan sa closet, masisiksikan mo na lang ng damit, ng whatever, right?
True.
Sometimes ganun din tayo. That's how we treat our time or calendar. That every 1 minute there, sinisiksikan natin ng oras. And because of that, parang it tells us na as if unlimited yung space. The truth is, limited lang yung space. And that's not a bad thing. And if you
Hmm.
maximize it in a way, you'll be able to have more space in terms of parang seeing the new clothes or seeing the clothes that you like wearing. Hindi ka mag-aksaya ng time na kitang-kita mo na, ito yung gusto kong suotin, 'di ba? Hindi siya yung parang halongkat ka
Yes.
ng halongkat tapos ang kakalat pa tapos magliligpit ka pa. So parang in a way, by having clear boundaries, having clear closet spaces, in a way, you save more time.
Definitely. And naisip ko talaga yung lesson na yan on space. Because, for example, when I work with clients and they tidy up their space, sometimes they end up with an empty cabinet or an empty drawer. And I will ask them, okay, what will you do with the space? Sabi nila, bibili pa ako ng iba. Sabihin ko, no, what you do is you enjoy the space. Because very, very correctly, as you mentioned, sometimes we feel that we're not doing enough when the lines in our notebooks or in our planners are
Or not
filled up.
puno.
But similar to tidying up, whenever you have empty space, you enjoy that. Because maybe in the future, when you find an item that you really want or that resonates with you well, then you have a place to put that in.
Okay.
Makahanap ka ng space.
Correct, correct. Definitely. Baka ano din yun, no? Parang mindfulness practice din siya in such a way that if you give that empty space or you allow for the empty spaces in your life, in your planner, in your closet, in your home, you are giving space for something so much bigger than, or a surprise that would, like, you would really love
Yes.
and spark joy. So, ang ganda nun. So, ito, may
Agree.
question
Agree.
coming from Jasmine. Like, how about household stuff? Like kitchen stuff, throw pillows, garage stored tools na magagamit pa yan. How to tidy those?
Gusto
Meron
ko
ako
yung
niyan, old
magagamit.
curtains.
Totoo yan. For a lot of the people I work with, that's a catchphrase that makes a lot of people find it difficult to let go. Magagamit ko pa yan. So what I do with them, ask them to create a deadline for that particular item. Kasi sabi mo magagamit mo pa eh. So tingnan natin, in the next 3 months, maybe in the next 6 months, kung magamit mo talaga siya, good. Pero then also want to be honest with yourself. Baka what to be
I'm not so sure kung si Ren na disconnect or ako. Ren, are you there?
I can hear you. Yes, I can hear
You
you,
can hear
Dar.
me, you can hear. Okay, sige. Actually, hindi ko sure kasi kung magsasalita ako pag habang nade-disconnect ka. But just to recap what you said in case some of our viewers missed it. Sabi ni Ren na you have to put like a timeline or a deadline, some boundary for the items na magagamit mo pa. So, kung 3 months nga siya, parang kung sabi mo magagamit mo siya, so tingnan natin in the next 3 months, tingnan natin kung magagamit mo pa siya. And kung hindi mo siya magagamit in the 3 months, then baka maybe it's time to move into acceptance na hindi mo nga siya nagagamit. 'Di ba? So parang it's not um and maybe some other person can find a way to make better use of the item. Kaya nga ako, sobrang parang proponent ako that let's sell things. But siguro minsan kailangan mo rin lagyan ng timeline. So, I'm just gonna talk for a while we're waiting for Coach Ren to come back kasi medyo frozen siya right now. So, yung yung nangyayari, 'di ba? Sometimes we want to sell things and then ako nafe-feel ko yun na sometimes I get also frustrated kasi hindi ko nabebenta kaagad yung item. So, what I do is that parang meron lang akong sort of time frame that I give it. Let's say my time frame is to sell something for let's say 2-3 months, and that's a time frame I'm giving the universe, myself, the people that I posted to na bebenta siya. Tapos kung hindi ko siya mabenta in that time frame, I just choose na parang, sige, hahanap na lang ako ng person that I can donate this to or organization to donate it to. And it can be like a seed for abundance na parang trusting lang na when I give this, something will, in some form or another, it will be like, it will come back. So, parang ganun na lang siya. So,
Agree.
ayun. Sabi ko lang, Ren, parang kung magbebenta kayo, bigyan mo rin siya ng time frame. Kasi
Yes.
baka 1 year na, hindi mo pa rin nabenta. Tapos nakatambak pa din siya. So,
Oo, tsaka kailangan umalis siya sa bahay mo, Dar. Kasi kapag minumove around mo lang siya sa storage or sa bedroom, that's just, that's not tidying up. That's putting it in a different space, but it's still within the confines of your home. So, kailangan it has
correct.
to physically leave your house.
Correct. Gusto ko yon kasi talaga, ako believer din ako na sometimes there are some old things na you really have to release, let go, give away, donate, or sell. Just because parang baka may attach pa talaga doon ng mga old energy. Eh, syempre, as we move forward, as day to day, 'di ba? Gusto rin talaga natin,
Yeah.
tayo, parang nababago yung energy.
Tsaka iba talaga,
Nare-refresh
iba yung
tayo.
aura. Kapag fresh na fresh yung space, as you mentioned earlier, di ba?
Yes, I agree. Kasi na-feel ko yan kasi remember, 'di ba, nagbago kaming office.
Mm-hmm.
So even like really decluttering, giving away and donating a lot of things. Syempre we try to sell as much as we can, but there
Yes.
are a lot of things we also like just donated. So Coach Ren, ito, I'm sure a lot of our Bellas, a lot of our viewers who are watching today are also parang maybe feeling this. Like, ano
Mm-hmm.
yung mga common barriers aside from magagamit pa yan, yung na-encounter mo in terms of na parang, hindi ko kayang mag-KonMari or hindi ko kayang mag-declutter. Ano yung mga, nila, parang barriers and how can we convince them to overcome these barriers?
One thing I observe is unrealistic expectations for yourself. Kasi minsan, na-excite ka mag-tidy up. Sabihin mo, gusto ko matapos in 2 weeks. But, alam mo naman in your own routine that you have work, you have other commitments, you also have to sleep or rest. And so, minsan yung 2 weeks na gusto mo, because you want to you want to fill in everything and matapos mo siya, tidying doesn't become enjoyable. Tidying becomes a chore or tidying becomes a challenge that you just want to finish. And so, if that's your mentality or mindset, I want you to switch it to a little bit more positive. Para isipin mo, okay, it's not the length of time that matters, but rather, will I be able to finish and actually see my space transform from a cluttered one to a tidier one? So, being kind to yourself when you're tidying up is very, very powerful. And remembering that you're doing this for yourself. So, in the long run, even if it takes you maybe just a few weeks or a little more than a few more months, what's important is you reach the end of your deadline and you reach the end of your commitment to yourself.
Nice. Kailangan guys, clear talaga yung commitment. And then,
Yes.
and for ano ko yan, yeah, I agree. Kasi parang, oo nga noon, may usual mindset na dapat pag tidying up, isang weekend lang, di ba? Tapos bagsakan. But you're right, parang to make it more, siguro, joyful, it's really, you understand that tidying up is a process. And you need to be realistic with it because if
Yes.
you're not being realistic with it, parang lalong mo lang sasabihin na, it's not working for me, Coach Ren, diba?
Yes. And
So,
ayaw mo na. And ang masama pa doon, Dar, pag nalabas mo na lahat ng gamit mo, tapos you reach that
biglang
threshold na
mag-give
pagod ka
up.
na, mas kumalat pa yung
Mala.
bahay mo. Hindi mo tinapos. So you don't want to be in that situation.
Correct. Gets ko yun. I think I've experienced that in the past. So, ayan, guys, the number one reason is our barrier, I guess, once we set unrealistic um expect expectations on ano yung output na gusto nating makuha dito. May other barriers, common barriers at challenges pa ba, Coach Ren?
Another barrier, aside from I'll use it in the future, is very important din talaga yung support group. For some people, when they're living, this is especially for those who are living with other people. Minsan kasi, you don't want them to be in the same room when you're tidying up. But you want them to know that you are tidying up. So magkaiba siya. Bakit importante na mag-isa ka lang? Because when you're with another person, maybe your parents or your friends, and sila yung nagbigay ng gamit, kapag ready ka na mag-let go at makita nila, sasabihin nila, sayang yan, binigay ko yan sa'yo. So,
maganda pa yan, magagamit mo pa.
Maganda pa yan, mahal yan. So you don't want to have that distraction because you know they mean well, but they don't know you in the way that you know yourself. So, importante na you're able to stand for your decisions, stand up for your choices, ganyan. The second, the reason why you want other people in your home to know you're tidying up is so that you can support you. Because admittedly, as you go through the process, your home will not be as tidy, but it will go to that space very, very soon. So, importante na huwag ka nilang awayin or huwag silang sabi, ano ba yung ginagawa mo? Tigil mo na nga yan. So, you need that support from yourself and from other people if you're sharing a space.
Yes, I agree with that. Communicate that you have a
Yes.
commitment
Yes,
to tidying up. Kasi baka iniisip nila, wala-wala lang na, wait lang parang may project ako, magta-tidy up ako. So for the next few weeks or give me 1 month, I'm gonna clear these things out. So at least, yun nga, when we communicate this, it's clear. Maybe you can even use, alam ko we use this in the coaching session, coaching sessions, di ba, na parang, can I ask for support?
Yes,
Kasi,
yes.
usually
True.
when you ask that, I don't know, from family, mapapasabi sila ng yes, di ba? And then, di ba nag-yes ka naman na isusupport mo ako? Bakit
Parang
dami mong angal ngayon?
nahihirapan
Joke.
ka na.
Oo, pag like, you just call it out. So, parang at least they also consciously make it in, parang set it in their minds na, ay, wait, iso-support ko si Ren kasi sabi niya, she's doing this commitment to herself. And,
Yes.
syempre, I love Ren, so I want to be able to support her. So, even just asking that question from your family members, guys, can I get your support on this? Kasi, I really feel it will benefit me, my mental health, our family in one way or another. So,
Yes.
kahit yung gamit ko lang, ganon. But at least,
Totoo. And being vulnerable like that, you might be surprised with how other people will support you, di ba? Kasi minsan,
Correct.
lalo na
Correct.
kung sanay sila na you are the person who always takes care of the home, baka isipin na, ay, hindi naman niya kailangan. But for them to hear na, oh, I need support from you, that can make them think in a different way and say, ay, sige na nga, kailangan to ni Dar. Ganun.
Correct. 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 So even if they might not do it for themselves or for the overall family, but maybe they will do it for you just
Yes,
because you
yes.
asked for support. Actually, really related question to. Medyo mahaba, so baka
Mhm.
umakit tayo sa stream yun. Ay, hindi. Sakto lang pala. Okay. What if the one that hinders you to tidy up or clutter is family? I guess as a family member, since a
Mhm.
majority of the items to be discarded wasn't given that much attention. So they said they need to work on something first and they forget it. I'm already volunteering to declutter, but they said no. So I guess she wants to declutter things that she doesn't own.
Yes. So thank you, Anna, for that question. Usually in these cases, it's very, very hard when the family member thinks that you just want to let go of the items. So one suggestion I can give to you is if there's a family member, hirap na hirap siya mag-let go, ask that family member, why is this item important to you? Why do you want it to
Ganda.
be at home? Because sometimes when we look at our family members' things, especially if they're older than us, or maybe younger than us, and we don't really see a lot of connection with the items, we might think that it's easy for that person to let go. Pero you might discover in the question that maybe that's a very valuable item to the person. And so once you hear them out, sometimes you'll also get a different sense of understanding them, where they're coming from. In the tidying up process, I shared this earlier, it's really a very personal one. And so, even if you want to, if the person isn't ready to be helped yet, or if the person isn't ready to let go yet, then we can't do much. But what we can do is to take care of our own spaces first, to tidy up our own homes first, our own rooms first. Kasi lagi ko to sinasabi that even if the outside world or the other spaces in your home have so much clutter, but your own space where you are working, where you are living in, it's tidy and it sparks joy for you, it's going to be easier for you to face all the other things. Kasi nga internally you're doing well, physically you have a space that supports you, and so hopefully the other people in your home or your other family members will be able to see that too. And in their own time, they'll be able to tidy up as well. If not, you enjoy your space.
It's very, very nice talaga, Ren. May isang last question here. How do you handle the feeling of procrastination for decluttering? Na parang alam mo na, you need to do it. You can feel it na, oh, tama. Napanood ko na tong video ni Coach Ren. Kailangan ko mag-declutter. Pero minsan, 'di ba, meron talaga tayong parang procrastination, tinatamad or something. Parang do you have like any tips on how we can overcome that?
For me, when you feel that you want to postpone the tidying up time, you feel that procrastination is entering your system, then take a break or just stop. Kasi minsan, when you're procrastinating, once lang kunyari, sa una, there is something that's stopping you. And hindi mo alam kung ano yun. But if you try to fight that, if you try to still do it, you won't be in the right mood. Pero syempre, kunyari, you keep on postponing it second, third, fourth, that's a different story. But if it's really just
First time
not,
lang.
first time, second time, max na yun. If you're just really not in the mood, then take a break, reschedule, kasi baka in that particular time, you're just tired. There's a lot of things going on. And remember, when you want to tidy up your space, you want to be able to get a good night's sleep the day before, you want to be hydrated, you want to have a positive mood that particular day.
Positive mood, guys.
Yes,
Oo,
so that
important yan.
you'll be able to manage the emotions that you'll experience as you tidy up. Kasi imagine mo, Dar, you'll be asking yourself, do I still value this item or not? Can I let go or
Correct.
not? I will say thank you or not. So the beauty of tidying up is not in the things, but rather the beauty of tidying up is
Process.
discovering yourself better at that particular time.
Yeah, I think that's nice. Yeah. Na parang it's really that parang you reevaluate, I guess, all the connections that you have with
Yes.
different items and things, and yun nga, the things that you need to appreciate, remember, you'll remember and appreciate, you have space for that. And the things that you can let go or no longer is relevant to you, parang you
Mhm.
have the space for that as well. Ang ganda, Coach Ren.
Yes. Salamat
um,
for appreciating.
Coach Ren, I know, diba, your brand wherein you apply the KonMari method of Euro Kobe.
Yes.
You guys you offer like different kinds of services. Could you share your services para just in case anyone watching us tonight baka would want to avail of your services?
Thank you. So I'm founder of Yorokobi. It's actually a Japanese word for joy. That's the local brand that I started when it comes to tidying up. And so if you are interested to learn how to finally tidy up your space, I have virtual courses starting in May. Tapos na yung mga sa first quarter namin. But I also do in-person tidying now. So if you would like me to visit your homes, I also can do that. And the newest program that I have is for people who want to tidy up their office spaces, their
Yeah.
workspaces. And I focus on the message of having joy at work because, of course, when you have a tidy home already, the next step is to ensure that your workspace is also tidy so that you'll be able to have a spark joy lifestyle. So I hope
Yes.
they can follow me on Instagram. That's at World of Eurokobi. And they can also visit my website, www.worldofeurokobi.com.
Okay, guys, I hope you guys follow Coach Ren. Wait lang, tinatay ko yung
Yes, sa Instagram,
eurokobe.com.
it's World of Eurokobi. So meron siyang World of. Kaya kapag
Yan.
nag-tidy up kayo, yung buong buhay nyo, buong world nyo, will be very,
Yes.
very happy.
Joyful. Kaya World of
Yes.
Joy. Nice. Ang
Yes,
ganda.
salamat.
So guys, if you haven't checked out din pala, we have a video from Coach Ren that's accessible for our QR code and in our platform. So check it out. And tama, and then please do check out the free worksheet that you can download also, that this will definitely help you prepare yourself for your decluttering journey, decluttering process. And syempre, ano rin tayo, meron tayo, okay, sa mga beginner, ito, FB Live, tapos a bit of level up here, manood tayo dito sa, ano natin, sa QR code natin that Coach Ren especially prepared for all of us. But for those who wants to take the next level up, we
Yes.
do have a workshop for you at the end of the month. So
Yes.
just for today until April 10, we have an early bird pricing for Coach Renelin's webinar, which is priced at 2,500. But from today until April 10, it's just 1,800. Plus, I think if you just, basta super short lang to, limited quantity. Um, Pag gusto nyo, kailangan nyo ng kapartner, accountability partner, you can bring a friend. So this 1/8 is a buy one, take one. So please get them now before it runs out. And
Yes.
again, the early bird is until April 10. Please do try it. Check it out kasi sayang siya. And of course, if you need the link is here at go.ilovebdj, declutter your life. So please sign up. Again, limited slots regarding the buy one, take one. So please sign up now and get them. You can also message us if in case meron kayong issues, questions, clarifications. Please PM us at Beldajur Power Planner Facebook page. We have a ticketing system there. So mas ma-address siya ng right person. Okay? So guys, I cannot emphasize this opportunity. Sa
Exciting.
bring your husband, bring your best
Lahat.
friend, your partner, lahat para at least when you go through this decluttering journey, hindi lang parang kasama mo yung Bella community, you also have someone personal in your life doing it with you.
That's
So,
so true. Oh, Dar, sa mga nagtatanong anong difference nun from now and the April 31. So today we learned a lot of the basics, what the benefits are, what are the things that stop us from tidying up. But if you sign up for April 30, that's 10 a.m. to 12 noon, it's a 2-hour fully packed session for you to be able to finally start tidying up in your home. And we'll have a combination of exercises and lessons. And ang pinakamaganda doon, Dar, you'll be able to learn from the experience of their classmates. Because
nice,
you'll
nice.
experience as well that you're not alone in tidying up. Minsan nahihiya yung mga tao because they feel na, baka bahay ko lang yung makalat. But you'll realize that every person just wants to have a tidier home and happier home. And so I really hope to see them on April 30. Hope you can sign up. That's 10 a.m. to 12 noon. It's going to be a really fun and spark joy experience.
Yes, super excited for that. So thank you, Coach Ren. So
Thank you.
guys, I hope you guys take this opportunity. Again, ulitin ko, it's usually priced at 2,500. Actually, if you get check out the services of Coach Ren, this is already a special, very, very, very negotiated deal with the BDJ
Siyempre, I
community. So
love BDJ.
thank you, Coach Red. And yun nga, aside from that, it's an early bird rate until April 10. Plus, if you get in, if you get it now, you can also bring a friend. So, buy one, take one na siya. So, please check it out at go.ilovebdj.com/declutter your life. And guys, in case you also want to plan, since ano na, second quarter na, and you might want to check out like what are the other coaching programs does BDJ have lined up for the whole year, you can also check it out here in the go.ilovebdj.com/coaching program. So you can check out the details so you can plan out your schedule. But sana April 30, wag natin kalimutan. Medyo ano naman, 3-4 weeks away. So I hope
Yeah.
my time na i-block off sa planner. But in case you need to see for the full year, you can check the schedules here at go.ilovebdj.com/coaching programs. And with that, thank you so much, Coach
Thank
Ren.
you. Thanks so much,
Sobrang
Dar.
sobrang dami ko natutunan as always, and I enjoyed this conversation with you. And
Thanks
thank you
so
again so
much.
much.
Thank you, Bellas. Good night.
Good night, everyone.